up, Troy?
Happy Friday, Jerry.
Good to see you, man.
Whew, good to see you too, man. Good to see you too. It's been a week.
I'm ready for a good weekend, man.
I'm ready for a good weekend too.
I'm gonna get really fucked up.
I got to hit that thing.
A pretty special piece, man.
Got some vapes to beat up.
Vapor streaming, just what you needed. Glad that you're here.
Vapor streaming, just what you needed.
Glad you're here.
Happy Friday,
Troy?
Jerry.
Yeah, baby. What's happening?
We are here. Maybe for the last time. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
This fucking Twitch thing. We're going to talk about the Twitch thing tonight. But the important thing is we're all here together. It's Friday. The week is over. Sunday is Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Yeah, that's right on.
Reminder this weekend to call your dad if you still have one. Be grateful for that. And tell him you love him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Spend time with them. That's all I ever want anymore from my kids. Let's just do something together. I don't
Right?
need shit. I just want to hang out.
Stop being annoyed when I talk to you.
That's right, man. Put up with me for a day.
Oh, God.
It's Father's Day, damn it. Put the fuck up with me. Oh, that's great. What's up,
That's
Radar?
all.
And we got Lux back too, man. It's great to have Lux back in the house.
Lux back finally. She's been gone for like a month.
Yeah, missed her, man. Missed her. What's up?
Congrats, Lux, on the being a Mrs. Carrots.
Mrs. Carrots. I love that, man. That's the best ever. Fucking Miss Carrots, man. What's been happening with you, man? How's your week been? What'd you do, man?
Man, it's been a busy week. I did some shit. I did a stream a few days ago. It wasn't yet. Maybe it was yesterday. I think I planned it for Wednesday when the new DaVinci came out. DaVinci released a cart vape. So I did a stream with this new Arctic, this new cart vape. This cart vape is supposed to cool the vapor by 90%, Jerry. Like this. Did you know that cart vapor was hot?
Yeah. It's always too hot for me.
Okay.
It's my least comfortable vapor, quite frankly.
Really? And it's a heat thing?
I don't know if it's the heat. I didn't spend much time with it. Maybe it's just too thick. You know what I mean? Maybe it's the thickest vapor. I don't know. I just know that it's the least comfortable.
Okay.
On average.
Yeah. Cool.
So what do you think?
I didn't think heat was an issue with the carts. Like I just thought it was just harsh because it was a tiny little atomizer, you know, it was just a characteristic of having oil aerosol droplets, you know, in there. Cause like you hit a cart and you pull through your teeth, like this, your teeth change texture. Like your teeth get weird and sticky and, you know, so I imagine if you don't pull it through your teeth, all that shit's just going to hit your throat and your tongue. And those are irritants, you know? So I kind of believe if carts are harsh, it's maybe 1/3 heat and 2/3 particulates, you know? But the DaVinci thing elongates the vapor path, makes it smoother regardless. So it's cooler, gets out those little particulates. I had some struggle with my DaVinci, like all my carts just didn't work. Like put them in there and then half of them didn't work. And I don't know if there's a problem with my carts or a problem with the device or both. A lot of people were even in the comments like, yeah, those little magnetic connections are always shit. Like you got to like back them out a little bit to make sure they work or clean them with a pencil eraser. It's like, bro, this shit's brand. I mean, my carts weren't brand new, but the device was brand new. So,
All right. So it's 5-10 carts, cools them down. I can get behind
cools
that.
them down. Did they send you one? Did you got one of these?
It's supposed to be on the way.
So it looks.
I didn't know about it until it hit the Instagram. I was like, hey, what's up with that? So then they started. So I'll probably have it next week. But yeah, I'm curious to see what they do. I guess you pop the top off and throw a cart in there, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Slides out like their little capsule holder.
The whole body slides out and the cart is held in there like that.
Oh.
And then, yeah, the vapor goes through the thing and you can pry the little top off to get in there and clean. I think this comes out and you can put a little water pipe adapter on there. I didn't do that because I didn't want to hit the cart through a bong. But
shit. So all right, I'll be interested to see how much of it gets dirty. You know what I mean? How much it gets sticky.
Yeah, what do you guys think in the chat? Do you guys use carts? I mean, I'm not a cart guy. I don't know how much of it is like weird. I don't want to say. I mean, it's like an unnatural dislike. Like I didn't like carts anyway because you don't know what you're getting, and there's just too many opportunities for something to change, either with the atomizer or with the oil. So you can't really rely on reputations of atomizers or oil producers unless you're like getting a really big brand like 710 Labs or something like that, and they do everything proprietary. So it's a blind spot. Carts are a blind spot for me, and I don't like them. But then with my brand 420 Vape Zone, I wear the shirt everywhere. Everyone that I well, not everyone. When I meet people that are like, "Oh, bro, cool shirt. Like, you work at a store, you work at a shop, like whatever." And then I'm telling that I review, and they're like, "Oh, cool." And the carts, I'm like, "No, like herb vapes," and then they all go, "Oh." They're like, "Oh, never mind."
Sorry.
Like, fuck you, man.
And then you go like this, smack, motherfucker.
I almost need to like carry a micro video. Like, listen, herb vapes are different than the shit you've tried. Like, the mass market of dry herb space has changed in the last 15 years. Anything that you know, you need to fucking forget it. Lose the preconceived notions about what vapes are. Ditch the e-cig knowledge, ditch the cart knowledge, and come at dry herb vapes with a fresh perspective and look at the modern shit, and then form your opinions. There's too many opinions that are just based off of unqualified and outdated information.
Yeah.
No offense.
Well, I pretty much always have a cart on me. I mean, shit, I've got two of them right here. The reason I have two of them is because I've lost them both, and then I found them both. But I usually try to keep it down to just one so I can grab just in case. But I honestly hadn't, like, they were lost. I hadn't used them probably in a couple months until we got the Zenko. And I was like, oh, let's break out a cart again. And that was fucking fun. I liked that. But that thing solved a lot of the harshness on the vapor for me, I think. So that might be different than just hitting it direct from a pen. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah,
they are super convenient. I totally agree with you, Sussy. It is nice, like, especially when you go to like Vegas or you go to a concert or something. It's so easy to just buy a good cart and just puff on that, maintain your high all day, even if you're indoors at a casino playing blackjack or whatever, because it just looks like a regular vape and it blends in. You pull out the Mighty, people might look at you a little bit funny, like, that's a big e-cig that
where do you screw the cart on that? The biggest battery lasts for a year, man. It's looking great.
But that's a constant struggle that we deal with dry herb vaporizers and the mingling of semantics, where vapes equals vapes equals vapes, for so many of the ignoramus out there. It's just something we have to deal with. We have to educate people and change their perspectives.
It's going to change, though. I think it's going to change in this next wave. Like, it feels to me like companies now are in the last 10 to 12 years of vape development, Troy, seem to be about vapor quality. Can we get the vapor worth a shit? And now I've started to see, even in my reviews, I'm not so much concerned about whether vapor's worth a shit. For the most part, we've hit a standard that's getting met. It's about, does that have a place in the market? And the newer vapes that come out now, the last few months, and what I see coming down the road, I'm pretty excited because they're addressing something different. Now they're going after, is it usable? Is it easy to use? Are people is it gonna serve the masses? And so I don't know. We've had a product that was ready for everybody yet, but I think we're getting closer, and I'm excited.
We're getting closer. I agree. I'm on that same boat, especially with like the ball vapes. Like right now, all these ball vapes, as remarkable as they are, and they are, performance wow factor is like real high. As a package to somebody who without any vaporizer experience, it's a lot to take in, and it's a big commitment. Like I've been sharing ball vapes with friends, and they all say like, that's insane. That gets me higher than anything smoke has ever done. That's an incredible. Hard to believe that it's a vaporizer.
Yep.
But they still won't commit to it because they're spending a couple $100 and it's a desktop piece of metal that looks. I don't have anything to pull out. I actually slid everything off to the side for this. But all these ball vapes look like they belong in a welder's shop, a machine shop. They're literally hot irons.
Yeah,
like
they're hot and wiry.
Eric Kahn streamed the other night. Are you guys familiar with Eric Kahn? He's a pretty well-known cannabis influencer creator. He let me minimize my Discord, so I'm getting distracted from stupid shit. Eric Kahn streamed and people were like, yo, have you tried a ball vape? You should look at the B0, and they got his attention and he looked things up, and he actually I have a video of it. He actually did a search and he found my video and he was watching my video on his stream, which is cool as shit, by the way.
Nope.
He said that he's seen my videos before. He said that when he gets vapes, he always looks them up and he always finds my videos, and he said that I was a good reviewer. It was really fucking cool. He called me the GOAT, and I'm like, dude,
that's awesome.
Like, he's the GOAT. But anyway, he looked at the B0, and the first thing he said is like, oh, it's an herb iron. So it's like a familiar thing, just with a different function. But we're getting closer.
Iron, though, that was more like just conduction flat stuff, right?
Totally.
That's hot knifey type shit.
And he was surprised that it didn't touch the herb. Like when I put it on the bowl, and he's like, oh, it doesn't actually touch the herb.
Okay, cool.
Like so that was like the click. So there's a lot of information and perspectives, whether outdated or not, going into this, that we kind of have to fight. Like, the world doesn't work on performance alone. Like we've seen this time and time again with VHS versus Betamax, and all the technology. There's like a right time. It's not about having the right product.
Pax versus Da Vinci.
It's having the right product at the right time, put in front of the right people, that creates the energy that does the natural magic of the market. The word of mouth is huge. People need to be able to easily share and recommend and talk about a product when it changes their life. I think that's why the Dynavap was so successful, because it's so accessible, so affordable, and it's a tiny device that makes a huge impact, that changes the way people look at their cannabis relationship. So when they get a Dynavap and their cannabis relationship completely flips, they're like, holy shit, I need to share this with my other cannabis friends, because they need to know about this. There's a need to share. Like, other people I care about need to know. Like, you meet a stranger, hey, you smoke weed, you need to know about this. That's what the Dynavap did. It created that kind of wow factor. And I think ball vapes have that same potential once they reach a packaged format. Like,
yeah, they got the bong part right.
E-nails and DIY is scary.
Nah, we're not gonna hit the mass market with a PID vape. I can tell you that now. It ain't gonna happen. So, but it all develops. So it'll get there, man. It'll get there. We start here with these hot hunks of metal that need all kinds of PIDs and wires and shit, and we evolved to something else. And like you said, I mean, the Vap Cap was popular also in part because it had a familiar form factor. People are like, oh, looks and feels like a cigarette.
It looks like a hitter. It looks like a cigarette. Yeah. It vapes like a joint. Yeah, there's so much going for that interface. By the way, shout out to Dynavap, proud sponsor of the Troy and Jerry Show. Use code Troy and Jerry. Save yourself 10% at Dynavap.com.
That's right. And they're pushing out a bunch of bundles.
Planet of the Vapes. Planet of the Vapes, another sponsor of the show. Can't save any money with any codes there, but I think like Planet of the Vapes usually has some discounts going across their board.
More and more now, yeah.
Yeah. Planet of the Vapes has a nice selection of used stuff as well. Like,
oh yeah, check the used stuff.
We were going to talk about it last week, but a lot of it was sold out. So you gotta watch those Planet of the Vapes used vape sales.
There's no rhyme or reason on it. It's based on when they get returned. So whatever's in stock, you gotta grab it like it is. So anyhow,
soon, TransCon we'll have that. Did I double click there? Sorry.
Oops.
Yeah, we'll have the mini nail ball vape not next week, but in the coming weeks, we'll definitely have that going. Right now, we are on YouTube and Twitch. Tonight, we're going to talk about the whole Twitch thing because Twitch has decided that weed bad, even though their fucking content is filled. Like if you go to Twitch and you click just chatting and you start scrolling through, there's so many girls in bikinis that are not doing anything other than bouncing their boobs around and teasing. But weed is bad, kids. So
what do you think, man? You think we could do a stream on there with our shirts off and do pretty well? I mean,
if I shaved my chest and squeezed together a little bit, I might be able to, you know, get some clickbait thumbnails.
What if we were like a sports top? So we're at least in the I don't want to compete with them and you know, because they can't show nips, but
oh yeah,
you know, right. maybe we were some sports toppy thing. And you know, I've always said, you know, if I only had tits, but you know, maybe I do. I've never really given my tits a fair shot. So
sour grapes a little bit. Like I'm jealous. Like if I could use my body for more attention, I would. But I can't. So I have to rely on my experience, my knowledge, my insights, and my lungs. So
yeah,
here we are. Two old dudes vaping weed.
See if these guys want to make any money. See, man. Who is that who put that up there? No, they're not shutting down cannabis streams. They're not letting you promote cannabis or vape products, and they're real fucking clear about it. We'll get into that, but yeah, they're not. That's the thing. So you can do weed, you just can't promote anything. So like our little sponsor things here are going to be an issue, I think.
Yeah. So we're clearly not gonna be on Twitch much longer because of the nature of our content and the way we monetize. Twitch can't get a piece of it, and it interferes with their own advertising vision. So yeah, we're kind of boned. And what's funny is we're on Twitch right now because we've been boned by other platforms in the past. Like YouTube was boning us. YouTube has deleted my personal channel, my 420 Vape Zone channel, twice. Yeah. I've been deleted twice. Troy and Jerry was getting strikes, and we were getting our streams were getting striked and age restricted before we even got into it. Yeah, like our streams were getting hammered so hard that we had no choice but to bail. And I think we had a good year on Twitch, started building some good numbers, got a lot of subscribers. Thank you, all the subscribers. But it's clearly not going to continue here. We're going to have to jump ship and do some other things.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, we're used to it. It's just how we roll. No worries. You guys are the backbone of it. It's the fact that you're here that keeps it going. So as long as the community, you guys want to keep it rolling, we'll figure out a way to get it out there. So that's kind of what we'll talk about tonight is what now? What now, man? Well, yeah. Are we ready to get into that or no?
I mean, was there anything else in the precursor? I mean, I wanted to talk about the ball vape mod that I tried to do with the DaVinci.
Oh yeah, tell me about that.
I had the idea. I had the idea a long time ago. Actually, I just never fucking pursued it. But the DaVinci IQ, since it has that conduction oven, and then there's like that flavor chamber that goes underneath it. I had the bright idea to fill the oven with rubies.
Nice.
Like this.
Yeah.
And try to turn it into a portable ball vape by putting weed in the little cooling chamber. I put a screen down the bottom.
Did you use the chamber, or did you just throw it?
I didn't use the chamber.
There? Oh, you're ballsy, bro. That's fucking great.
Right?
How to ruin an IQ. I'm sure. I can't wait to carry on. Let me hear the rest of this.
Well, anyway, it didn't work. As I use it, it didn't work. It may work with a little more of a heat up. Like I only gave it a few minutes to heat up, and after thinking about it, like a ball vape with the PID takes like 10 minutes to heat up. It takes 10 minutes to get those balls heat soaked, or maybe 6 minutes. You know, for a lightweight agile vape like the B0. I only gave this a few minutes to heat up before I started trying to pull some vapor. So maybe I didn't give the conduction oven enough time to really get the balls hot. And maybe there is a way to turn this into a ball vape. But in the stream, I I called it a failure. I
That's
tried,
interesting though.
failed. It was fun. It was fun. And it already inspired people. They've already had a couple messages from people like, hey, that gave me some ideas to try this with a different vape. And I think it's an important thing to do because right now ball vapes are kind of an evolution of hacks and tinkering. Like the Glass Symphony was the first, and that wasn't called a ball vape. It was just the Glass Symphony, and it was done that way to make a air path that was wide open with a lot of surface area. And the Vape Critic is the one that kind of continued that and made the G43. Like, hey, it's like, hey, let's heat up these balls. Doesn't take that many. Only takes this many. And he kind of did that as like a look. Here's how easy it can be, like to make this $100 vape perform better than any other vaporizer out there. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Like, kudos to the Vape Critic, man. Shout out Bud, the G43. That little G43 showed the world. Like that thing hit harder and tasted better than every single mass-produced or artisan-produced dry herb vape out there. And he did it for like $100 using a fucking battery and some balls and some coils, you know, and off-the-shelf parts.
That's the beauty of it.
Big kudos to Bud for, you know, really lighting up the ball vape revolution. When that retired and we did the SSV 43, kind of the same thing. It inspired everything. And like, look, we can make, we don't have to reproduce the G43. We don't have to like make some different version of the G43. There are a bunch of ways to get your balls hot and make them produce vapor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Symphony was so big because what he was really trying to do is make an all glass vapor path. Like, I mean, the heater in that fucker is glass lined. You know what I mean? And I think he may have just been like, look, this is the heater I can get that's glass lined and it'll fit in this glass. And then let's just fill it with hundreds of balls. Who knows? But that's why it was called the Glass Symphony. It was like, it's a symphony of glass and nothing else except a little screen. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I'm not even sure that he was aware of what he was creating at the time. You know what I'm saying? As far as the balls.
I read through the fuck combustion thread, and yeah, I don't, no offense. Whatever his name was, Jojo Monkey or something like that. He didn't know. Like it was definitely a stumble upon kind of, holy shit. Like,
yeah, as most
tons of
right?
Surface area, a mesh network of calories. Like the science came later. The science is still coming around. Like we're still in a ball vape market where these makers are working more towards manufacturing something than they are doing math about vaporization. Nobody's doing the math on ball size, ball configuration, the actual calories required. Sorry, there's no physics happening in the space right now. And that's what we need. We need a little bit of that. I see some of these newer ball vapes getting smaller with high performance, and I think that's where the real future is. Right. A little later, we're gonna break out the Couchlog. Jerry finally got his Couchlog.
Thank God.
It's a 14 mil ball vape, and I think that's gonna answer a lot of people's questions. You know, because it can get big impact off of tiny amounts of weed. And in the enthusiast space, in the world of people who smoke weed all damn day and are really comfortable with it, we often lose sight of real life cannabis use. When you talk to people at a dispensary who are going in and buying an eighth, and that eighth is going to last them 2 weeks, they're not going to go home with their eighth and roll a blunt with that eighth. That's for the people on Instagram, you know, people that buy weed by the ounce and buy 2 ounces per month. Right. Those are the guys that are rolling these giant blunts and vaping massive bowls. I'm not a representation of like most cannabis users. Most cannabis users are on the down low and they're using little amounts. So I think these 14 mil vapes can really shine in terms of taking small amounts, getting the highest, getting the most extraction, getting the most flavor. And I think that's probably where that shit needs to go.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be big. You know, it makes sense to go big because it's the enthusiasts that want it, and most enthusiasts are hitting big old bowls, and so it just kind of makes sense. But then, yeah, as you start to scale it into something that can hit more people and become something that breaks down more walls and gets more acceptance, it'll need to be smaller and, you know, more. That's why I was kind of stuck with this couch log. I'm like, motherfucker, like that's, to me, this is a huge advancement in ball vapes.
It is.
Great.
The ZX is really promising as well, using those 14 mil bowls. I want to hear from the chat, like what kind of increments of cannabis are you going through per month? Like,
there you go. We got some ouncers out here.
Like, are you buying ounces per month or eighths per month?
1 to 2 ounces for Joyful Wave. What else we got out there? What do you guys go through? I go through about a half an ounce a month, I think, or maybe a little, probably about 3/4 of an ounce now is probably what.
Wow. Okay. You're cutting down.
Yeah. I think it was up to about an ounce before, but you know what? It's just been more dabs. So I guess I got to figure out a way to equate those two when we figure it out.
While we're on this topic, let's also fucking cut any like ego or clout out of how much cannabis you consume, because that gets into a really shitty territory and it looks really bad to non-consumers. Like the whole, like, oh, you only smoke an eighth every month. Psh, call me when you're, you know, at an ounce or whatever. Like, fuck off. Like that's just like cannabis ableism. It's stupid and silly, and you just look like a fucking douchebag. Just knock it off. Like, that's we can be better as humans. Like, we're all here for the same reason. You know?
Yeah. True that, man. Well, I do like the bowls this thing puts in. They're smaller. They're still real potent. It's not very often you get a vape that can do that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you'll get them that can do one or the other. Sometimes both. But this one's, I don't know. I haven't filled it up much. We'll get to that later. But
I kind of want to vape a bowl. Can we pop a bowl?
Let's do it. I'm sitting here. I've been looking at it for a fucking half hour now. Should we just show up the vape? Did we talk about Twitch later?
Actually, we haven't seen your couch log. I've shown my couch log, but I haven't seen yours. Right? You guys all seen mine. I got like the little dual wood one with my face on it, like my melty face. Like, that's what I'm gonna look like in a few minutes after I finally vape a bowl. This is gonna be my first bowl of the day, by the way. Let me see yours, Jerry. Let me see your.
All right, I'll show you on the side here. First, we got this beautiful.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Fucking VVPS thing here. Yeah. So I've got it. You know, you just kind of turn it. I've got it on 5 right now. That's beautiful. This cord goes out to the wall. This cord goes to my vape. Wait till you see this baby. Let me pull this over here. Look at this mother. This thing is beautiful. It's like Kingwood. I think it's Kingwood is what it is. I'm not sure, but it's two-toned and it's fucking amazing. Look at this thing. Absolutely love it.
I love that two-tone look, dude. That's gorgeous.
This is dope as fuck. And I have hardly fucked with it at all. I've taken this off only like once or twice.
Oh,
to see under the hood.
That's what's cool about the couch log. It's kind of like a convertible. It's a log. It's a ball vape, and it becomes a 14 mil injector without that hood. You can run it like that. That way you can clear other bungs. Get the cork bottom. What's cool about it, you don't see it in action here, but the base of the vaporizer itself and the base of the little power module are both cork lined and magnetic. And the device comes with 2 little magnetic stickers that you can stick on your desk or on your hand or forehead or wherever, and you can stick that vape down to your desk wherever you put those little circles. I actually like using mine on a metal rolling tray. That way I can move the whole rolling tray around, and it actually becomes a kind of around the house vaporizer. I can take it into my TV room and have it sitting on the table on this little rolling tray, and everything sticks to the base. It's really handy. It's really handy.
I haven't set my my metal pieces up yet, but because I think I know where it's going to go. But you know, once you stick them,
oh, I know. And usually with those things, I never use them. Like when I get things like that, it becomes like, if this was like a permanent thing, I would use it. But with those magnetic things, I had to use them. Like, these things are going right here just so I can experience it. And oh my God, It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's so nice having a dedicated spot on your desk, and those little circles blend in. My desk is black, and those circles like blend in, so you can't see them unless you look for them. But the fact that my hot ass little log vape just sticks there, that was one of the reasons I never fully embraced log vapes. As good as they are, the Ed's TNT, Wood Sense, the E Nano XL, wonderful vapes. But the problem with this interface is this.
Yep.
You get this thing that's standing up on your desk. Anything moves this cord, it's going to pull this vape. Anything drags, it's going to tip the vape over. The cord twists, your vape tips over. Doesn't sound like a huge challenge for some, maybe, but it was happening to me daily. Like the way the cords work, it's just an inconvenience, an accident waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's literally why I never kept the E Nano like XL on my desk. Or when I was using the Wood Sense, I had like 3 binder clips, like clicking onto the wire and holding it down. And if I wanted to vape, I would pull the wire out a little bit and then vape and then tuck the wire back in. Like, all because it's a wire. The magnetic thing makes life so much easier. Fucking love it.
And he put it on the bottom of this thing too, so you can you can hook that down. In fact, I wasn't going to show you this, but I will. He sent me something that is already broken.
Oh,
but it's so fucking dope. I have to show you. Because it has a magnet too, and because I hadn't set down the metal piece yet, it didn't have a place to sit. But he's got these pipes, like my herborizer pipe, and it snapped when it fell over. But look at the dimple work on here. The dimple work is amazing. In fact, let me show you.
Did you even get to use it?
Yeah, I use it about once or twice, and then but look, see those dimples? See how they're like alternate and they make this beautiful path? It's not just random shit.
It reminds me of those 3D flow riser stems, which was the first use of glass nipples that I've seen in the vape space.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, it's dope. I'm bumming. Had I had the magnet down on it, because what happened is I just barely bumped into it, but it fell over and broke because it's not stable enough like this. Had I had it on a magnet, it would have been fine. This one has a real heavy fucking wide base, so I can use this still. But I don't think it would have cooled as well as this thing was.
I was gonna say it reminds me of the one from the herborizer.
Yeah. There's only probably, Troy, there's probably only about 3 pieces of glass in my life that when I broke, I was like, motherfucker.
Is that from Glass Charlie?
Oh, that came with they just started to make those. I think it came in the box with this. So he's got those on there, or he's about to have them on there. But anyhow, I was bumming that I broke that. But no, let's pack a bowl, man. So we're gonna take these and put them right on a glass bowl onto our bongs like normal. It's just gonna sit like that. So it's a super easy setup. It's fucking great.
I haven't tried my couch log with a glass bowl yet. I've only used it with the stem. I've been using the stem in the bong, but I recently picked up the glass injector bowl, the 14 mil glass injector bowl from V Goodies. V Goodies sells all sorts of injector bowls that are nice, with like the nice thick knob. You always want that thick knob. That's
nice quality, isn't it? I like that.
And I got the 18 version, so it's an 18 on the bottom and a 14 on top.
Yeah, that's what I've got. It's funny, isn't it? It feels like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah, it definitely feels weird.
And then I came in here and realized I have a whole lot more 14 than 18, so I had to go get my 18 cleaned up for this. So.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, so are you grinding?
Yeah, I haven't done this one with nuggets yet. I'm still getting the hang of like what the standard hit and temp is. So
I'm gonna go ahead and hit mine, and this is my first vape of the day. I took some inspiration from Cupins a couple weeks ago, where he doesn't vape unless he's streaming or making content, and I kind of like that. I've been doing the same. So I've only been vaping when I'm shooting a video, when I'm streaming, or when I bounce into the Discord session and have a quick dab or a bowl with some people in the community. So
right on. I've been on the other train. I've had to test some batteries, so I've been vaping all fucking
Oh,
day.
that goes down pretty low. Holy shit. I might need to tamp this a little bit more.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's gonna get right on it. I've got a nice gap on mine. You can see I've got a big gap between the
Jerry's got a nice gap.
herbs. I've got a big gap between the herbs and the. Gotta mind the gap, motherfucker. Here we go. But this thing, it should cloud up pretty quick. Mm. Ooh. Fuck. I really like that, Troy. I really like that.
I think sits in there deep.
We might have a problem with this vape, Troy, because this vape, man. I mean, I'm a sucker for log vapes anyhow, but to have it be a solid ball vape that's a log vape that works as an injector vape on my glass, I feel like somebody just made something for me.
Yeah, it's a nice. It tastes really good. It has ceramic balls inside. I don't get any of that ceramic twang. You know, like ceramic kind of has like it's a fluffiness. It's almost like a fluffiness where it gets a little sharp sometimes. It's like a fluffiness that hurts, like a slappy fluff.
Ceramic? Ball of ceramic?
In the couch log, it's using.
Oh, what do they look like? What are they like? White or something? Or
I think so.
I didn't know that.
I don't know.
Ceramic balls. That's a new one.
But anyway, I don't get the ceramic ickiness that comes with like the pinky or the Seroma, or if you get like a Puffco Too Damn Hot, you know, like that kind of had that ceramic hit. I don't get that with this, but it also doesn't have enough calories to support back-to-back hits. It's a smaller thermal experience. I don't know if you saw, but I took 2 hits, and the second hit wasn't really a hit. The first hit was really good, really delicious, but I immediately followed it up with a second like cleanup hit, and didn't really get any cleanup. I need to set it down, let it recoup itself for at least.
It's not because it's fully extracted. It's not because it's fully extracted. It's because it doesn't hold up, I guess.
Yeah, it's not fully extracted. No, it's definitely not fully extracted. I noticed that with the metal bowl as well. Like 2 back-to-back hits, the second hit was significantly softer than the first, and that's not a complaint. It's you know, somewhat to be expected. You know, most vapes will have some drop of performance with back-to-back usage.
What temp are you on? What setting? I guess there's 0 to 10 on there. I think most people are between 4 to 6. What do we got you at, Troy?
Let's see what we're at here. I'm at like 4.5. You're at 5.
I'm at 5. You're at what? 4.5. You said?
I was at 4.5. I'll bump up to 5.
Oh wow! I had it on 6 last night. Bumped it down to 5 today. I like it better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I turned mine down because I was getting a little bit roasted. I was using the metal bowl prior though.
Oh.
So the stem version has like the metal bowl.
So yeah, help me out with the stem. What do? You load the stem and put a screen up in there like it's a big load, or how does this work?
Yours doesn't have a screen in there, or what?
I have a screen way down, like down in
okay.
there.
So with the metal bowl, you only pack the inner bowl.
Okay.
The outer bowl needs to be clear, and yours should have come with like a little golf tee kind of thing.
I have that.
That little tamper fits perfectly in that inner bowl. So if you put a little bit of herb in there and then you tamp it with your golf tee,
yeah,
it'll tamp it perfectly into that center area.
Like that. All right. Have you hit this native yet? There's nothing in here to cool
I have. Vapor. I wouldn't recommend it.
It's hot as fuck. Ain't it?
It's not hot as fuck. It's not like I mean I've put the shovel head in my mouth. I've taken the flower pot bowl like this and then put the B2 here and hit it like that. Don't do that. That shit hurts. The couch log isn't as bad, but I would still recommend throwing it on a bone.
Fucking Troy, I love it. Don't do it. It hurts.
I've taken one for the team. I've already tried it.
Oh shit! All right, let me see what this is like with because yeah. I mean, look, I've hit a lot of stems like this. I expect this to be hot. So
You can put balls in there. I mean, it's in the instructions where you can put another screen down in there and pack balls behind it, so you have cooling balls as well as convection heater balls.
That makes sense to me. I like that. Let me see how it does without though.
Good luck.
That.
This is gonna be good.
Oh, it's warm.
Yeah, it's warm. It's ball vapor.
Damn. I could live with balls in there because I kind of like hitting this if I could get it cooler.
Yeah, try it. Put some balls in there. Do you have balls to put in there?
What kind of is it? One of these screens that he sent with that would go to plug up the butt?
I believe so.
Because I've got like yeah, I've got a couple bent screens here and a flat screen. I don't know what these screens are for. So like the little buckety bent screens.
Yeah, I think one of those is like a bowl replacement screen, but
okay.
Yeah, I don't recall which ones exactly hold the balls. I'm pretty sure he sent screens to hold the balls, but he didn't send balls.
No, I don't have any balls here.
Yeah.
Shut up. I got plenty of O-rings. Got a little funnel here that is probably to load the thing. Yeah, the funnel probably loads this stem, I'll bet. Okay, here we go. Yeah, see, so I got a little funnel that goes in here and you can load it up. That's kind of cool if you want to scoop it in instead of suck it up like I did. And then these screens. I don't know where these funky little bent screens, Troy. These are crazy. Can you see it? Let me switch cams.
I think one of them, because what you can do is you can put the Dynavap tip in there as well. Like you can take this thing out of the wood, and then pop this screen out and put a Dynavap tip in there, and then you put a ring on the Dynavap tip to make this fit, and then you can use like your Dynavap stem with this vape. Like you can use your Dynavap.
Get the fuck out. Okay, because
it's like those green rings that you got in that bag. Yeah. If you put one of those on a Dynavap tip.
Oh, there's a screen. There's the bucket looking.
Yeah, there's that's the one that's harder to maintain. Like you gotta clean that thing.
So you would put a vap cap where on here?
You take that screen out.
This screen out.
And then you take one of those green rings that's in the bag.
Green O-rings.
And you put the green ring on your Dynavap tip.
Like on your Dynavap tip. Okay.
It might not work with like the M Plus or the B tip though. It's made for those older tips with the fins.
Okay.
But yeah, then you slide the tip up through there and it gets positioned so that when you mate these two together, you're pulling the air through the Dynavap, and this is just making the seal.
Fucking A.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Wow.
I love when people do that kind of shit.
Yeah. This guy's got some cool stuff, man. I really like this guy. 420 ENG, I think is his.
Yeah, .com. And the craftsmanship is really nice, bro. Like I'm really impressed.
Do you see the face?
I do see the face, man. Like a Scream or something face. I love it.
I see a melting version of me, and that's what I feel like right now.
Troy's melting away, motherfucker. He is melting away. That's fucking great. So yeah, I dig this thing. We'll hit it some more tonight. I'm probably going to hit it a lot. I had it on a nightstand and got a couple of hits ready for my wife, and she loved it. She started asking for it. I was like, "That's great," because she's always dabbing. She's not into flower, but she likes this thing. So I was excited that she's digging that. So then we'll use it more.
Cool, man. That's cool. Is when these vapes can integrate into like a family environment. Right. That's actually what I liked about the Zenko. Like I could see my daughter and her friends using that Zenko Duo.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to me. Like
That
even
thing's
though
cool.
it's like part of me wants to be like, yeah, it's all fucking gimmicky, and I'd rather hit my ball vape, and I will hit my ball vape over the Zenko. I'm not going to keep the Zenko here at my desk, but for certain audiences and certain demographics, man, that thing is going to be great.
I agree, and actually, for any time I've got a cart, it's a consideration for me, and I actually have it by the bed too. I've got about 3 vapes by the bed that we mess around with, a couple concentrates and one flower, and that's one of the concentrate ones. Because what I actually like about it, Troy, is I'm not all in love with the taste of the dabs, but the efficiency is fucking great. Because the air just keeps that shit blowing into the heat zone of the coils as it blows the fan up, and it doesn't pool at the bottom and get all funky. And I'm just like, damn, this thing. I finally have an efficient way to use those coil fucking things. You know what I mean? Like that technology was always a waste, and now it makes sense.
I mean, it's still a coil dab. I don't want to like pretend that it's the perfect tuned airflow. Like I don't think anybody like pulled out one of those coil vapes and was like, what's the exact airflow we need to make this vapor really good? You know, I think it was just like, what if we strap a fan on here? You know?
How fast do you want to go? How many speeds has it got? 1. Okay, there you go, man. That's the speed. Oh, that's funny, man.
What's up? I got Austin Simrell in the chat. What's up, Austin?
What's up, Austin? What's happening? Leaving, sir. Good to see you, man. Well, that was a good bowl. I'll probably do another one.
That was pretty good. I'm gonna hit my sloppies with the temperature rising.
What the fuck are you trying to say?
I raised the temperature to 5.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna do it while it's rising. Gotcha. Although it might already be there. You know, it's a fairly quick heat up.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I raised it a while ago. That's a little bit toasty. It's a little bit too toasty.
So yours must have a different like calibration than mine, because you know
maybe
I'm on the low side. I like the low side of things. So
maybe, yeah, it's pretty toasty.
Or maybe your bowl is just way closer. You know,
what? Or maybe I was just miscounting. I'm sorry.
You're on 7.
I was at 5.
Now you're at 6.
Yeah, now I'm at 6.
Now you're at 6 on a bowl that's really close to the heater, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm on 5 with some distance.
Let me put it back to 5 where it belongs.
That's where it was then. So we were on the same temp. That's not very common, Troy. We're not on the same temp.
Look how small. Like I'm high as tits right now. And
titties, baby.
Look how small of a bowl that was. Like,
yeah, that's a dink.
It's also not quite evenly roasted. There's some dark. I mean, with this bowl, this is a really shallow 14 mil injector bowl.
Yeah, dude, the bowl that he sends with it gives you a lot of space. Like the one that came with this thing, you saw. I've got millimeters, man. I've got plenty of space in there.
I don't think mine came with the glass injector bowl.
Well, you've had yours a while. I don't know that he had them then. You know what I mean? Like,
because
I don't know what he had when you got yours.
This is the first time I've got to try it. So if it came with one, I fucking lost it before I tried it.
Look at all that distance, Troy. Tons of distance.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, the heater's still way up there, man. That might be a whole. That's probably 3/4 of an inch. Cheers. How's it going in the chat, man? Cheers to the chat.
Also, no, it's not a new leather head. It's the same. It's not the same one I've had all my life because I've had 2, but I've had this one for probably.
You've had that as long as we've known you.
Yeah, 15 years.
Yeah, you've had that one as long as we've known you. The other one was pre-zone.
Yeah, yeah. The other one pre-internet. Oh, not quite, but
no, not for you. You were so early on.
Technically, I got it before the internet.
Yeah,
because I got that hat when I was in like 7th grade, which would have been like 1990.
Yeah, there was internet, but I mean,
there was
I was
computers networked together, but there wasn't
AOL. We had AOL.
World Wide Web.
Didn't we have AOL back then?
I think that shit didn't come around until like 95, Jerry.
Oh, that's right. That one, like, no, you're right. I was going the wrong way on that one. because I had kids when I had AOL. So fucking amen. You know what I need? Does anybody have this? I now need a tamp for my 14 millimeter.
That's
gong.
that little tee, that little golf tee.
No. This I need something to go inside here
to tamp your wool.
Yeah, this is too, well, it's not too small. It's just smaller. That's not 14 mil. This is probably more like that 10 mil thing that I can't find. Oh, that'll work though. You're right. That's the best thing I've got because I was using the butt end of the Stores and Bickle brush for the longest time. So
I used the little glass plug from one of those carb bowls.
Yes. Does it reach? You can reach down in there with that.
Barely.
Using tweezers.
That's why I was suggesting using the T. The T will work better than that.
The T is a lot better. T's the best thing I got. That's a good reco.
I got the 7th floor poker, but it's round. I often actually use this to tamp, even though it's round.
I used to do that in my wands. Yeah, I use that fucking thing for years, bro. Like I've got one right here too. Those things are fucking.
The Scoopy tamp. I mean, I could probably. I know exactly where the Scoopy tamp is. Is that what it's called now? The Scoopy tamp.
Austin's thing. That must be because he's got this. He's got the Scoopy scoop.
If I had Spidey,
is that what he's talking about?
It's like right there.
You got a 14 millimeter Scoopy tampy thing. Oh wait, no, I see what you're saying. No, where is mine right here? He's saying his will fit it. Did I put that in the other night? I think I took that.
Scoopity scoop.
Okay, his will fit.
I don't know about the old head one.
Where the fuck is mine? It was right here yesterday.
The old head is too big.
That's why I wasn't using it. I don't have it right here. All right, I got to find that. I saw it yesterday.
Check out the O'Connell tamp on the 14.
Boop. All right, man. Not gonna happen, man. Not gonna happen.
Mission impossible.
Right. All right, Troy. We're an hour in. We should officially talk about the title of the show.
Yeah. Fuck Twitch.
Oh, that's great. I mean, we kicked it around a little bit earlier, and then we wanted to hit our vape. But for those of you in the chat, I mean, ultimately, where we go is about you guys, and I'd like to know what's important to you, as well as what if you any services you think we should check out. But I mean, when we look at it, we go, yeah, we need a chat. We obviously have to have a chat. But is there's more to it than that you guys want, or maybe you've seen a service that does something even better? I don't know. These guys are talking about some of the ones that you and I've talked about, Kick and Rumble there, Troy. What do you think of those guys?
We've talked about streaming in the Discord as well.
That's right.
YouTube. We're live on YouTube and Twitch right now.
Right. Was that on purpose tonight with YouTube? Last week was an accident.
Last week was an accident, and this week was like, you know what?
Fuck it.
since Twitch is giving us the finger anyway, give them the 4 fingers right back, you know?
Right on.
Well, I guess 2 since Jerry didn't do it.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. You ready? Give him the 4 fingers right back. There we go. We don't rehearse, guys. We don't have a chance to work that one out ahead of time.
Good reminder to hydrate. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water.
Yeah, give me some of that. I'm gonna finish this tea first. So let's talk about. Can we just talk about some of these options and kind of battle back and forth? And what do you think about Rumble? People keep saying Rumble a lot, and there's a couple of things. I mean, it looks like it has everything you want, but you mentioned that it has a political lean that we may not want to deal with all the time.
That was the first thing that stood out to me. Like when I went there and watched like Chupin's content, when I started clicking around and browsing, it felt like it was just trying to push a lot of political stuff constantly. Like even like I searched for cannabis and clicked something and then started going around. There was no like personalized experience. It just felt like everything was like, hey, watch the Trump rally happening. And it's like, no, I really don't want to, you know? And it just felt like every page was just like filled with like a bunch of pro-Trump, anti-Biden stuff. And I don't care how you view your political space. I just felt like that one was really leaning in one direction. And I didn't feel super comfortable.
I don't want to be on
fans.
one that goes that way in general. Like, I mean, I don't give a shit which direction. I just don't want to get into the political shit every time I come to work.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. If it was all trying to push a bunch of like, yeah, Biden's fucking awesome, like I would also be like, what the fuck is this shit? You know, like I just don't want there to be any agenda.
Yeah. Okay. So you got that flavor on Rumble. How do you guys feel about that in the chat? Is that important to you to as far
Like
as what else?
let's
is
look
on
at
there?
it right now. Like that was then. Like maybe Rumble has a different thing going for it every day. Let me take a look right now. Come on, keyboard, please wake up.
Seed, and I wouldn't know. I mean, I don't get out there and look around, so I'm not sure what the lean would be here anyhow. I don't know if there is one. I mean, the lean here I thought was games and having fun. Now it's games and alcohol.
Okay, so at least right now I'm not seeing a lot of
games.
Diablo, cool.
Right.
Wannabe dictator. See, there's some anti-Biden shit.
Right.
Make America straight again.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Does that shit?
Sports. There's Jesus. Some Jesus stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna fart around the fucking place and look at all stuff, everybody's stuff, Freedom but Friday. You guys might. You know what I mean? So
follow the money, anti-Biden. There's more Biden.
Yeah, chocolate milk kind of. He says basically, vaping and weed gets grouped up with people who aren't woke or some shit like that, or whatever. So, okay, yeah. So you guys, all right. So we can get a lot of passes and no thanks on that. So this is Rumble, right? So how about Kick? You want to look at Kick too and see because a lot of people talked about Kick.
I just did a search for cannabis. I want to see.
Oh, okay, here we go. WeedTube is shutting down if they haven't already.
Surprise. So the top video when I searched for just cannabis 6 months ago, 1,000 views, 6 comments. The second one listed season 6, episode 18 of someone's podcast, 31 views. So like there's not very much audience or engagement happening naturally here. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if we went here, we would be bringing more cannabis interest than they already have.
Yeah, and then they're not going to want that. Nobody ever really wants that.
Right.
So then
what was the other one? Kick. Kick, yeah.
Kick, yeah. Let's see what Kick. Kick is where most people are going. Like I think I told you the big names that I'd heard of were going over there. I think Cupins is over there. This one's probably more gaming than anything else.
You have music playing in your headphones really fucking loud?
No, but I'm close to the mic, so maybe that's the problem. Esquire, they're changing their rules. We can't promote cannabis products.
So there's some big streamers here. Yeah. Is this where Aiden Ross streams?
Is that right? I don't know. You see him? Probably streams everywhere.
Yeah, he's got 25,000 people watching him.
There you go.
I really don't know who he is. I just see clips of him being controversial on Twitter. People are like, Aiden Ross did what? And then they're like, what?
Right on. There you go. Sammy Bear just wants boobs and hot tubs. Okay, so if we can get a site that just has that all the time.
That's Twitch. You already got that on Twitch. That's and we're not boobs and hot tubs. That's why we're getting kicked off.
we can change the boobs part. I'm not gonna get a hot tub in here, but yeah, it's kind of warm in here. Like I'd be more comfortable with my shirt off, quite frankly.
Free cannabis videos at pixels.com. What is this?
Are you done with Kick?
I got bored because the conversation was changing. Oh, there's pools and hot tubs. There's pools and hot tubs on Kick.
There you go. See,
you got hot tub girls on Kick.
See, we could put our stuff in that category and get all the looks. And this guy, man, he's got the hot tub. He counts. He counts, man. He's got a hot tub in the background. He's green screen and a hot tub in the boobs and hot tub channel. I like this guy, man.
Okay.
Thank you, vapes. Thank you, vapes. That's fucking great. So anyhow, there's your boobs and hot tub channel. So there's no weed category at all, huh? Well, actually, no, that was on the other one. In Kick, there might be some shit. I'll be playing. Nothing big yet, though. Still the same kind of thing, kind of off to the sides.
Offline smoking. Isn't that what the fucking stream's for? What the Sam hell?
I don't know.
Channel. It's look at motherfuckers. Both of them say live.
Not live, huh? And they're not on. Oh, they must have put a live in their graph. No, that's off to the side with the fucking numbers. So I don't know what that's all about. Well,
live, just chatting.
Kick would have a chat, right? You guys want to chat?
Yeah, Kick has the chat going.
A lot of these people think Kick is the way to go. Chill Mike, DM Tango.
Yeah, I'm probably leaning towards Kick, but also doubling down on the meat. And I want to know what the meat is. Like
what?
Earlier we were talking a little bit about like what's well, what the fuck? What the Sam hell? Like
a wall.
What's the value? Like what's the core, what's the primary value that you get out of us the most? Because like I came from the I'm creating vape content space, and then Jerry and I were like, hey, let's create more awareness for vapes by vaping, talking about vapes and talking about real world shit, and trying to get more exposure for vaporizers in the vape space, you know, to help vaporization grow in the cannabis world. And that was our goal and our mission. So I want to hear from the viewers, like the 300 people that are coming to us every Friday night and hanging out in session. What's the biggest value? Is it just coming together and having a sesh with some friends? Is it the vape knowledge? Is it entertainment? You got a crush on Jerry? What's happening?
Entertainment, great community, general cannabis stuff, understanding and from experience, vape news, fun to hang out, news mostly. Everybody's got a crush on me.
A lot of people have a crush on you. I knew it.
They're all looking out for Percy. Yeah. Cool vibes, sesh humor, new vape tech. Yeah. A lot of crushes, but you know, crushes that works anywhere, bro. The crushes will transfer.
It happens.
Goodness. Well, so a lot of people are hitting up Kick because they give the creators more split of the money, and that's a lot of reason why we're looking for something, because they just won't. They don't want us on Twitch at all. So, but what I like about Kick is that it pretty much does what everything we talked about. It's got the chat. It's got all kind. We can stream to other places as well. There won't be limits on that. But the other option is, and this is one that I want to ask you guys in the chat, is we could also just get a streaming thing that streams right to our website. And this is probably what we ought to do anyhow, is start directing you to troyandjerry.com to watch our live streams. So then who gives a shit in 2 years when they switch something, or 6 months, whatever we're using changes it. It doesn't matter. We're always just at Troy and Jerry, and you won't even notice or care. So is that something that, what do you guys think of that? I kind of like the idea of getting the troyandjerry.com going, and then you don't have to worry about this anymore. You just show up and whatever platform we got. We could still stream on other places too, Troy, like YouTube. We could still do there until they kick us off, or Twitch or whatever. Yeah, we could still do that shit. We could stream at 8 places at once if we wanted. So, what do we got? Okay, we got a lot of yeses. That sounds good over here. I think, yeah, you could watch Troy's face melt off at troyandjerry.com. So now we're just got to make sure we got something that lets you guys have a chat. So we're probably going to go to something that is more of like a very small fee paid streaming service that we can use, and then so we have everything. So, all right, cool. That seems to be what they like.
I want to get some more feedback too. I like this. How many of you have ever watched a video on Spotify? Has anybody watched any video
Yes.
on Spotify.
Good question. Good question. Because I know of a few.
Never. You watch Joe? Nope. Do you even know that Spotify has video? Spotify has.
There you go. Somebody who's watched Rogan on there.
Okay.
A couple people watching Rogan. Most people that don't know it's possible.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. You can watch our videos on Spotify.
Yeah, we do upload our videos on Spotify. I mean, not all of them, but recently we've been uploading our videos to Spotify. So
I think the last 3 or 4. So we're getting better at that, and that's just keep building it out. So yeah, if you guys like that, check out our Spotify, and we'll see.
yeah,
We'll know if you like it.
You can
My
also
numbers.
just listen. Like, so if you're in your car, you can actually listen to the Troy and Jerry episodes on Spotify. Yeah, obviously it isn't going to play the video, but if you wanted to, you could watch the video on Spotify.
Yeah.
Kind of cool how that works.
Every time I've clicked the link, the video just plays automatically. Like I was not sure how to get the audio only, quite frankly. So
Just minimize the app.
that's it. Just
Yeah.
In my head, I think, but it's running in the background and pulling all the video data. Anyhow, I'm just not watching it. What a waste. Is that going on?
I highly doubt it. Spotify has some pretty sharp programmers going on.
All right. What if their directive was to make money by increasing bandwidth? Oh shit. All right. Were there any others that you wanted to throw up here and ask about? Rumble, Kick, direct stream to Troy and Jerry.
Pornhub.
We can stream to Pornhub?
I don't know if we can stream to, maybe we can stream to Pornhub. I know we can upload videos to Pornhub.
We'd almost have to take our shirts off then.
You Now? Is that a thing?
You Now. I think I saw something about that. I think that's built for people doing their own, like just running around, hey, stream kind of thing. But I'm not sure it would work. I don't think there's a chat in there. Is there? Is there a chat in that one? I thought I've looked that one up. I immediately wrote off anything that didn't have a chat.
It's trying to give me pearls. What the fuck?
Cumulo Terp is listening to me. I'm just saying, if that's how easy it is to make money. I've been
You Now seems to
the beach my whole life.
No, at least there's somebody smoking weed on the front. Like multiple people smoking weed on the homepage of You Now.
That's brilliant. Okay, is there a chat? If there's a chat, we might want to look into this one. Let's bring this one up here. There you go.
Chat.
Yep. So she's got a bong, a cat over there. It looks like a Perseus thingamajig almost even. So far, so good. There's a chat. You're right. There's a chat over there. I wonder if, because remember, I wonder how the chat operates. We got to think about that too. Because remember how fucked up Vimeo's was?
Yeah. I noticed what a lot of cannabis streamers do. Like Eric Kahn, shout out to Eric Kahn. Eric streams on YouTube like daily, but when his stream is over, it's gone. Like it's not there anymore. What if we did something like that where we did our Friday stream just on YouTube, but when it's over, it's gone, and then you gotta go to Spotify or the website or whatever because our content isn't actually friendly for YouTube.
I could see that after maybe a week or at least 2 days, just because typically, like we've got the 300 here, but the first 2 days are when most people watch it.
Well, that's why those people would need to go to the other place,
wherever that is. That did yet to be determined. Other place.
The website for sure. Like the content needs to be on the website. Whatever we're doing needs to have like evergreen value, so people can go to it, and we don't want to risk leaving that on platforms that can deplatform us. So we're gonna host that. That's absolute. Like that has to be done. So we could just do a stream on YouTube and be like, sorry if it's not in your time zone. Sorry, like we can't satisfy everybody all the time, but we can certainly stream at different times occasionally.
Right, that's true. We did a Euro stream, right? We did that already once.
Yeah, we did the Euro stream. That's actually kind of how we kicked off that with the idea of doing like a Friday noon stream, which we were doing for a while. But it was just going to be two streams in one day is a lot. Like that consumes your whole day.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
But I could see doing like, hey, next week we're streaming at noon or whatever. But I also really like same time every week.
What do you guys in the chat think?
Go to the website. I mean, if you're watching a replay, where does it matter? It doesn't matter. Watch it on the website.
Yeah. What do you guys in the chat think? Post on Vimeo. Their chat's fucked up. They have a chat, but you can't have an account that's always you. So we're not going to.
The replay can post on Vimeo though, and we actually do have a Vimeo account.
That's
so
true.
We would have the Vimeo account, and we have everything embedded on the website. So basically, if you missed the Friday stream, pop on to the troyandjerry.com on Saturday and watch the replay, you know?
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Shout out Dennis, by the way. Thanks, Dennis. Appreciate you.
Do you have any subscriptions that you want to holler out?
Oh yeah, let me bring those. We didn't do that last week, did we?
I couldn't possibly remember. Like that's just not even like in my wheelhouse to remember that shit.
Let me log in. Hopefully I'm logged in okay. All right. This is a lot.
Oh yeah, right on. Okay. Let's get ready. Pack a bowl and say thanks.
Yeah, because we got I don't think we shouted them out last week. Last week was what was last week? The vapor cups?
I don't think so.
What?
I don't think
budget
so.
Vapes? It was budget vapes.
Budget vapes.
We did the $50 budget vapes.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, we got 420 Tree Enthusiast, Matt W79, Penguin Suplex, Brennan, Virus Gaming, George the Jungle, Vincent 420, Esquire Emi, Tiger Bass, Waynard 769, Dirt McGirt.
Gotta say it.
Rigsy 2112, Chill Mike 420 for 9 months. All right, brother. Figs for 9 months. Psychedelic Whale for 9 months. Purple Tofu for 10 months. Monsters Without Borders for 9 months. Appreciate you, Monster. Good to see you out there, man. I saw you in the session today. I wanted to pop in, but I couldn't.
You guys are dope.
We got Mr. Pro Ghost, Susie Baker for 8 months.
Yes.
JR30 for 3 months. Eric Daniels for 10 months. A bird in New Mexico, 78. Or no, that's not right. Abiding in NM, 78.
A bird in New Mexico.
8 months. Emma's mom has got it going on, and she's had it going on for 8 months. Appreciate you, Emma's mom.
Emma's mom.
Con, 10 months. Appreciate you, Tron. Shout out to Tron. Check out Tron on the YouTube, or is Tron on Twitch and YouTube? Anyway, Tron's Cron.
Come on, Tron.
Pre-Stone 1986 for 4 months. Pringles 24/7. Now I want Pringles. Synapse IM for 1 month here. Lux is Confused for 10 months. Appreciate you, Lux. Azodon for 2 months. Lynn J420 for 6 months. Trader gave out some community subs. Island Sloth 42.
Love
Brain
that.
Socks Bravo 151. Dave Kaz for 8 months. And Best Seal Clubber for 9 months here. And he says, went to the worst dispo I ever went to. 50 minutes to grab a pre-order. 2 people in front of me. What the fuck? But it was perfect timing. There's something in the way. I was mad. I was reading Best Seal Clubber's comment.
Oh, gotcha.
Hell yeah. Thanks everyone for subscribing. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. You guys are dope. Appreciate you being here all the time and hanging. It's always fun hanging with you.
Whew. That was a lot of words that I just read. That was...
Dude, you deserve a drink.
Yeah.
Gotta be parched after that.
I went to CVS today and I was going to buy a Coke. And then I started looking at gummies, like candy. And I almost bought like a 8-pound bag of Sour Patch Kids. And then I was like, you know what? I got I got fucking dental problems. I shouldn't be eating this many gummies. And then I left, and I didn't even buy my fucking Coke. So I don't have a Coca-Cola tonight.
Congratulations on the water. I tell you, love my water now, man. Once I quit drinking everything else just doesn't work. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Even Gatorade. Like now when I drink Gatorade, I'm like, it's good. It does something good, but water satisfies. You know what I mean? Like
every once in a while, man, a Gatorade will like really make me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's all in my head or if it is something with electrolytes.
Yeah, I know it's physical, man. I think it's physical. And if you're in the right space, I think that can really give you a boost, you know.
I should buy a Gatorade tonight.
You should buy a Gatorade tonight instead of a Coke. Try to get the lower sugar one, man. There's lots of sugar and sodium in those things. I didn't know that till recently. I was looking at it. A lot of that shit.
Ken Wickman resubscribed for 10 months. Appreciate you, Scart.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I think we're going to Popeyes tonight. I heard the wife talking my kids into Popeyes. Raising Cane's has a Father's Day deal, by the way. So like you buy one box combo or Caniac combo, get one free, some sort of thing like that. So
is this online or a store near you?
Raising Cane's?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh, you don't have Raising Cane's? You guys in the chat know Raising Cane's? It's a chicken finger restaurant. I've been saying for years, man, chicken fingers are going to be the future because I've been raising kids for 20 years. I've been married for 24 years. Holy shit, Jerry.
That's my man.
Kids eat chicken fingers. Like chicken fingers are like the thing. Chicken strips, chicken fingers. And Raising Cane's is just like chicken finger rest. That's all they have. Chicken fingers, fries, and toast. And we had this conversation like a few weeks ago. You must have been fucking stoned.
No, not me.
But yeah, when I saw how my kids could just eat chicken fingers and chicken nuggets nonstop, it was like, yo, chicken fingers are the future because they're easy. And when these kids grow up and become adults, chicken fingers are going to be their comfort food, like the way, pizza is for me. So chicken fingers are just going to be everything. And in order to make them grown up, they need to grow up. So like Raising Cane's is like the first wave of the chicken finger phenomenon. Amazing chicken fingers, really good toast, reliable, good sauce, everywhere, fast. The next step is the gourmet. There's going to be fucking gourmet chicken fingers. We're going to see chicken fingers fusing with other culinary things. We're going to see chicken finger tacos and chicken finger rice bowls. The chicken finger is going to evolve as the younger generation bubbles into real world. Mark my words, Jerry.
They'll have shows like Triple D that are all about finding chicken fingers and the best chicken fingers inside of Dallas. There'll be all kinds of shit like that, man.
Culver's has chicken fingers now?
Do they? We have a Zaxby's. Do you have Zaxby's out there? Do you know what Zaxby's is?
No, I don't know what Zaxby's is.
Okay, it's our version of your cane because they're all chicken, all kinds of hot sauces, sandwiches or nuggets with fries. That.
Is it all chicken fingers?
I don't know. I don't know. It's all chicken and it's all fried, and I don't know. Somebody in the chat will know this because they brought up Zaxby's, and I'm like, yeah, we got Zaxby's. They said your Raising Cane was like a Zaxby's. Like that.
Okay.
As close as we get. It was good. I went there once and got there next to the second from the hottest sauce, and it was hot as shit. I was like, I can't believe they have anything hotter than this on the menu.
This guy's 23 air fried chicken fingers as his default lunch. Fuck yeah.
Right. Well, I thought all of my children were going to turn into a chicken finger one morning. I mean, that's all they ate, just like your kids, And fuck, man, if there's any nutritional issues with my kids, we can trace it back to the chicken finger.
I need to try this Zaxby's.
Zaxby's, yeah. You'll like it then. If you like, yeah, you'll like it. You'll like it. Look it up and see if they have just Dr. Tickle's chicken nipples.
Chocolate Milk says they're super similar. Okay, I trust Chocolate Milk.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we have those here. So, okay, I get why you like that, man. That place was good. I sort of feel like the chicken sandwich I got was chicken fingers. You know what I mean?
Now I'm getting worried because my wife was talking about Popeyes, but now I feel like I said Raising Cane's too loud, and my kid probably like heard it through the walls, and I'm gonna leave this show, and I'm gonna find out that the kids have all got excited about Raising Cane's, and that's where we're gonna go.
That's okay though, right? I mean, you're cool with that instead of Popeyes?
I'm cool with it, but I mean, I think I'd rather have a Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich. Or Popeyes has the new strawberry biscuits. They have like a strawberry buttermilk biscuit. Supposed to be really good. If you take if you take the strawberry biscuit, put a piece of their seasoned barbecue chicken in it, and then a scoop of the mac and cheese, and then close the biscuit and eat that as a sandwich. I hear it's really good.
You can get everything that's wrong with that place in one sandwich. It's fucking brilliant. Oh my god, that's great. I've got to stop. I've been eating way too much meat and cheese lately, and I'm ready to get off that train, man. I don't feel the same. Put on some weight. Kind of like, I'm done with that.
I hear you. Yeah, that happens. It happens. It's not even Christmas yet.
This shit started with me at Thanksgiving. I've been going 7 months strong on this fucking thing, man.
Oh wow, you didn't? Yeah. Okay.
No, I didn't. I was like, hey, this is fun. This stuff's good. I forgot.
Yeah. I remember when we were in Vegas and you were telling me that you were vegan, and then we went out to eat and you ate those squids thinking they were noodles.
I thought they were noodles, man. It was kind of like
And when the guy told you, he was so gentle, he was like, "Oh no." He's like, "Sir, I regret to inform you, but those noodles were actually squid." And you're like, "Oh, well, bring me some."
Dude, I was already like 2 bowls in. I mean, I've been eating those things all night. That was most of what I ate because I thought they were noodles on a seafood platter, and I was trying to avoid it. So yeah, dude, I was chowing those fucking squid noodles.
I didn't know that they were squid either, because the way that they were julienne or whatever.
Noodles.
They did look like noodles. And also because you said you were vegan and you couldn't have any of that, and when you were like, I can eat this, then me and Patrick were immediately like, well, fuck, man, that's all yours, because
there you go.
We have the rest, you know.
Yeah,
I'm sure if I'd have taken one, I'd have been like, Jerry.
That's funny, man. Yeah, that happens. Oh well. Luckily, I don't really care. It's more just a goal. Sometimes I'm better at it than others. I'm not gonna hack on me or anybody else about it.
Good noodles. They were probably the best fucking noodles ever, huh?
They were pretty good. They're a little chewy, honestly, but I don't know, man. They look like noodles.
A little chewy, yeah.
They did not look like squid. They've been run through some process, that's for sure.
The way they take zucchini and turn it into noodles, like through like the zucchini spiral pasta sizer or whatever it's called.
That thing's fucking nuts, man. Crazy.
This has been fun, Jerry. I'm ready to go to Popeyes.
It has, brother. All right, man. You get your Popeyes. I'm gonna go to bed pretty soon here. It's 10:30 on my end, so
you're gonna play Raid Shadow Legends, and you know it. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
I have one more key to do before I go to bed. That's right.
I know it. I knew it.
You guys are dope in the chat. Thanks for hanging, man.
See you next week.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Glad that you're here. Joy and Jerry. Think tank. They're streaming just what you needed. Glad that you're here.
What's up, Troy?
Yeah, happy Friday, Jerry.
Good to see you, man.
Whew, good to see you too, man. Good to see you too. It's been a week.
I'm ready for a good weekend, man.
I'm ready for a good weekend too.
I'm gonna get really fucked up.
I got to hit that thing. A pretty special piece, man.
Got some vapes to beat up.
We're streaming just what you needed. Glad that you're here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Troy.